What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Run It Up podcast. I'm your host, Najee Adams. You know, I got my guy with me here today, Jalaal Sandy. How you doing, bro? How you holding up? It's been a week since we last talked. I feel like we've been low-key consistent. So how you been, bro?
Been all right, same old shit. Um, get a break from the nonsense that is NBA basketball right now. It's All-Star weekend, so we get to watch even more nonsense. Excited for that,
Yeah, even
just a
worse
nonsense
nonsense.
fest. Yeah, Super Bowl's over. No more football till at least August.
Yeah.
But the draft's coming up. We'll probably be doing some draft content, so I'm excited
Yeah,
to
honestly, I have
look
not
at some
done
of these
no
prospects.
work on the draft other than
Nah,
like a little bit of receivers. Like I have not done not a lick of anything on the draft. So yeah, draft stuff should be fun. I'm not gonna lie. Remember last year we did a full first round mock, and low key
we
we
did.
nailed some of them shits. I'm not gonna lie, we nailed some of them shits.
We did. I'll do one again. I mean, I gotta look at the prospects, but yeah, I'll do it again.
Yeah. So yeah, today we're just gonna do a like Super Bowl recap, talk through the games, talk through the game, talk a little bit about what the NFL offseason might have in store for us, and then talk through NBA, give our second half predictions, maybe talk through a little bit of how All-Star Weekend can be better, but kind of just a yap fest at the end. Yeah, lock in, enjoy this episode, subscribe on everywhere that podcasts are found. You see me talking a little weird. You ever like bit the inside of your mouth? Like you know when you eating something, you like bite the inside of your tongue or like bite the inside of your lip. That shit never happened before.
Oh, like swell up a little bit.
Yeah, that shit hurt, boy. That shit happened to me the other day. So if I'm talking weird, that's why. Um, But yeah, so subscribe everywhere podcasts found, 5-star rating and review. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Instagram. We're currently getting destroyed on Instagram because people think we are
No,
stupid.
not weird.
But
Not
that's a
weird.
part of the game. Yes,
I
we are. They said they
I'm
on one
getting
of them. They said they.
bro. Somebody said I just look slow. Like I just look like sped. Just crazy to say in the comments. But you know what?
So make sure to go follow us on Instagram because it's all fun and games. But yeah, before we get into stuff, song of the week. Last week I did the. Have you had a chance to listen to the J. Cole album?
I listened through one time. I got to do a second one, but
What were
if I
your
had to
first
rate it, I
thoughts?
would give it like it was cool. I think I like the first half better than the second half.
Yeah.
But the second half has a few good ones. I'd probably give it like a 7 out of
Okay.
10.
I'd probably give it like
It's
seven and a
like,
half, 8. Yeah.
yeah, it's solid. But there's a lot of songs on there. Like me and Daniel were just talking about what's the name of that song? What If? Oh my Lord.
Do
That
you like
song, that
that?
is one of the, no,
I knew you wouldn't
no,
like that.
man.
I knew you wouldn't like that.
No, God, no. That is
I
one of
knew
the
you wouldn't
worst
like that.
songs he's made.
I knew you would not like that, bro. Because after I listened to it, I swear to God, I thought Jalal's gonna hate this shit. I know you would not like that shit, boy. Especially after we got the Kendrick reincarnated, it's like okay, no,
Yeah,
I'm cool
yeah,
off
exactly.
the Biggie Pac like interpretations and let it go, just let it go. Um, but yeah, so I'll let you start. Song of the week. What's your song of the week, bro?
Damn, I haven't. Let me look real quick. Oh,
I
I
can
know
tell
my
you
song.
mine. Oh, okay, go.
Nah, I got it. My song of the week is "Brown Sugar" by Redveil.
Mm,
Um, somebody that I listened to like 3 years ago. Like his first project came out 3 years ago. And I like him. He's from Maryland or from DC. Um, and I liked his first project. He just dropped this one in like December or something. He's kind of like a not an indie artist, but he's a like low key artist. But he's mad young, like 21. Produces his own stuff, writes his own stuff. But yeah, Brown Sugar with Red Veil and Smino.
nice. Brown Sugar, Smear, cool. My song of the week, I said last week that I have to listen to the LMA album after I listen to J. Cole. I listened to the LMA album. It's a good album. It's a good piece of music. I'm not gonna lie.
I have not
LMA
got my hands on it yet.
in a world where a lot of like women artists make music about how their relationship sucks, LMA makes music for girls that like their partners, and so it was nice to listen to. Being someone in a loving relationship, I'm like, you know what? Hell yeah, Jason Tatum. So my song of the week, my song of the week is off LMA's new album. It's called No Angels. It's a great little song. The whole album is a good like thing. It's a good feel good album to listen to. And yeah, if you're in a loving relationship, it might smack for you. If you're not, it might be trash because you can't relate. But if you are, it's a good little piece of music.
And that's not the type of music that makes money anymore.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
hopefully she gets her, because she hasn't put out music in, I want to say 4 years,
It's been
4
a
years.
minute. Yeah, she took
So
a little break
hopefully,
after they had the kid and shit, and so now she's just like her date a return album.
yeah. And
And it's
she's
good.
returned to like a whole new genre of R&B. So
Yeah,
she's
and
not
her
the
shit.
like her appeal when she first started was like, oh, she's from the UK.
Yeah,
That is everybody's from the UK.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she's returned to a good like a good genre. Like it's on the up and up. So I'm gonna listen to it
Yeah.
though.
I think it was number one in terms of like R&B albums and like that. It's just it was never
Yeah.
gonna beat Cole, you know. Like her shit kind of got stomped on by Cole, but like it is what it is. That
Yeah,
just, it happens, you know.
I should have picked the Olivia Dean song for this week because she did win a Grammy. So shout out to her.
Shout out.
But yeah, I'll just do that next week. I'll just pick a song next week.
Beautiful. So yeah, I mean, we can get into. Do you want to do the Super Bowl first, or do you want to do the Jeff Teague?
Super Bowl will be quick. Oh wait, yeah, let's do the Super Bowl and then instead of Jeff Teague.
Okay, so Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl is what got the Jeff Teague shit going anyway.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So Super Bowl is over. My Seattle Seahawks are Super Bowl champions. Parade was on Wednesday. I cracked a beer open and watched that shit like I was in Seattle myself. It was great. This is my first time that my football team has won a Super Bowl in like my adult life. Because obviously, when we won before, I was like 15. So it was like, okay, cool, haha, great. But like now, as an adult, seeing like, oh my, like it feels good. Like it feels like, damn, this is what winning a championship feels like. This is only the second time my like favorite sports team has won one in my adult life because the Lakers won in 2020. So like that was great. Other than that, this is my second like chip as an adult, and it feels fucking immaculate. And
you're talking as if like adults just experience championships for their sports teams. Like
no,
you're pretty
I know
lucky.
it's rare.
You've experienced 2 in what, 5 years?
Yeah, 2 in 5 years, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't experienced one since I was, let's see, 2013.
Well, you got a Heat dynasty though. You went like back to back, and you know, you had some good years, bro.
Yeah, but I was
you was like 15,
yeah. 14, 15, yeah. So it's been a minute. But no, the parade was cool. I watched like 5 minutes of it, what I could find.
Yeah, I just had it on my TV because it was streaming on YouTube, so I just put that shit on my TV.
You had you buying a replica ring?
I bought the replica ring
for the Lakers.
I haven't heard you. I'm not. That is how I because it was the little. It was like when I just became an adult. I was what 21, something like that. So like this is a dumb ass purchase. Like this is like $400. This is a dumb. It got my name on it. This shit. It's like I'm on a team. Nigga, it's a Najee. But turns out I actually ended up meeting someone from the Lakers last year at All-Star Weekend. He let me wear the real ring, like the real chip ring, and it looks pretty similar. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I'm not buying the Seahawks championship ring. I did buy like a bunch of Seahawks like championship merch though. Like I bought a crew neck. I bought like the official T-shirt with the Nike that's like Super Bowl champs.
How much you spend on merch?
Not that much. The hoodie was only like the hoodie was from like a Seattle. Like it's called Simply Seattle. Like they make merch in Seattle for the Seahawks. So it was only like $40. And then the t-shirt was like $60. So it was like $100. So you feel me? Like it's not a little $100 because for the Lakers, I spent like $700 on championship
that's
shit
crazy.
that I don't wear, bro. I don't even know where half that shit is. I got like t-shirts.
Didn't you buy like a championship hoodie?
Yeah, I have the hoodie. The hoodie's in at my parents' crib because it's a small, and I done gained a few lbs, so I can't really fit that shit no more.
You're a medium now.
Yeah. So So I didn't go overboard with this one, but I'll probably buy some more shit before the next season starts. But I just don't want to buy shit to buy shit. Like I want it to be cool. Like I want it to be shit that I'm going to wear. Um, but yeah, I mean, as someone that is not a Seahawks fan, what did you think of the game? Because I was on cloud
The
nine.
game, I mean, it was a defensive battle, and it was. Hey, I predicted who the Super Bowl MVP would be. I said Ken
You
Walker,
did take Ken Walker.
and I said the only way that the Patriots would win this game is if they forced some turnovers. They did not. I do respect the fact that they came out aggressive on defense, and they were trying to force turnovers anyway. But their offense just didn't have enough. Like Will Campbell was getting his ass handed to him, and apparently now he's a bad football player all of a sudden. Like, let's stop that. Let's stop that. Drake May's not a bad football player. Will Campbell's not a bad football player. Stephon Diggs might be right now because he hadn't shown up all playoffs, but that's beside the fact. The Patriots just, at the end of the day, the Patriots just didn't have enough. They didn't have enough talent on offense to withstand everything that the Seahawks were going to throw at them.
Yeah.
And honestly, like if the Super Bowl teaches me anything, every single year, and we just seem to forget this. No matter how talented your team is or the miracles you pulled off to get to where you got to, it all comes down to the trenches. Let's be honest. Like, if your O-line stinks or your D-line stinks, high 75% chance you're probably not winning a Super Bowl. Like, you'd have to pull off something miraculous to win a Super Bowl with a bad O-line and or bad D-line. Like the Seahawks O-line wasn't amazing, but it was like middle of the pack and respectable. And they like up their play come playoff time. Seahawks D-line was up and down all year, and then they got to the playoffs. Pass rush was but they know how to stop the run. So it balances off. And then DeMarcus Lawrence had a pretty damn good game the other day. So you got the trenches. That's what makes it. That's why pass rushing is a premium position. That's why left tackle is a premium position. That's why center is a premium. Like, there's a reason why, like, we always say the picks aren't sexy, but like in the draft, when you take a left tackle in the first 10 picks of the draft, like you expect that guy to be generational because he can really like Joe Alt changed the perception of the Chargers. Like the Chargers have 2 all-pro tackles, Rashawn Slater and Joe Alt, and that kind of propelled them into this new echelon of like a more respectable team. I still don't take the Chargers seriously, but I think that's the correct way to build a team. You build a team in the trenches and quarterback, and then you figure out the rest later.
Yeah. I mean, I think the Seahawks are a beautifully built team. Granted, like I don't think we're going to be able to pull everything back together next season. I'll talk in a minute about like how I think we are set up in a unique way to have sustained success. But just in terms of like the game itself, I was really nervous. My heart rate was 156 before kickoff. And then
he was at the gym or something.
No, I was just sitting there. And then and then I didn't really ever sweat again until the Pats scored the touchdown to Mac Hollins on Tariq Woolen, because it was 2 plays. It was 2 throws. It was Mac Hollins on Tariq Woolen over the middle for like 30 yards, and then Mac Hollins deep on Tariq Woolen for a touchdown. Yeah. And I was like, damn, this must be how the Falcons felt. Like Falcons thought shit was sweet until it wasn't no more. So I was like, you know what? I was feeling good, and then all of a sudden I was like, no, let me lock back in. And then we ended up Uchenna Nwosu ended up getting the back to the crib, the pick 6. Spoon had like 2 sacks. Byron Murphy had like 2 sacks. My son Riley Mills, first sack of his career in the Super Bowl, just came back off the torn ACL from Notre Dame, sat damn near the whole season out, came out, sacked Drake May. And yeah, it was just a dominant game, bro. I'm so happy for Mike McDonald. I'm happy for Sam because everyone thought Sam Darnold was horrible, and my son pulled off the redemption story. And yeah, I think that we're in a good spot to continue to be a great team in the NFC. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be a battle every year because I think the NFC West is an insane. The NFC North is insane. You know, like it's a lot of good teams in the NFC. All the great quarterbacks are in the AFC, but all the great teams are in the NFC. And so I think that it's going to be a battle next year, just as much as it was this year. For the Patriots, I think, like, listen, like a lot of people are like, oh, this is their window. This is their window. The Patriots will I don't want to say they'll be back to the Super Bowl, but like they're in a good position to be a better team than they were this year, next year. So like, granted, is Pat Mahomes gonna have another down year? Is Lamar gonna have another down year? Are the Bengals gonna be horrible? Are the Bills gonna do like,
Bengals might be horrible.
The Bengals might be horrible, So like the Bengals have been horrible every year, but like two. So like that, those look like the outliers. But yeah, I think the Patriots will be fine. I think Drake May is going to be is like quickly rising up into that upper echelon of quarterback. Like they have their guy. Like a lot of teams cannot say they have their quarterback for the next decade. The Patriots can say that. And so I think Drake May will be just fine. And yeah, just in terms of like where the Seahawks go from here, I think that we are in a really good position to have sustained success moving forward. Like Mike McDonald, one of only 4 coaches to win the Super Bowl under 40. He's going nowhere. JSN, he's the only player in NFL history to have a Super Bowl and Offensive Player of the Year before turning 24. Like no other player in NFL history has done that. Like that's a crazy stat for him. Sam Darnold is only 28. Nicky Manwari is only 21. Devon Witherspoon is 25. Ken Walker is 25. He's a free agent. I don't know if we're going to bring him back or not. Zach Charbonnet, torn ACL. Both of them are 25. Like Rashid Shaheed is 26. Might not bring him back either, but we have Torrey Horton, who's 23. AJ Barner, young. Our offensive line, all young. Our defense, all young. And we have like 70 mil in cap space. Granted, people look at the Seahawks and say like, oh, we have all this cap space. We have the 5th most cap space in the NFL, 62 million. The thing is, actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 most cap space, 62 million. The thing is, we have the least amount of players under contract for next season. We have 43 players under contract. Obviously, by the time next season starts, you only need a 53-man roster, but you have like 95 players going into camp. So we have 43 players. The second least is the Ravens at 48. So we have by far the most amounts of spots to fill in the NFL with impending free agents on top of people we have to bring in. Like it's going to be tough to like rebuild this team again. So while I say we're in a spot for sustained success, like it's going to be hard. It's not going to be an easy thing to do, but I do like where we are moving forward. And I think we throw around the word dynasty a lot. I'm not going to say that here, but I will say that I would not be shocked if this team is in the NFC chip again next year. And so, yeah, that's my little Seahawks rant.
I will not fault you for thinking the way that you think, but you also know how I think. And I think repeats are very hard. And then you brought up the fact that a lot of guys are free agents. And a big thing about like winning championships is just the continuity. So like if y'all like we don't know what's gonna happen, but let's say y'all bring back 50% of the guys that are in free agency. That would be fantastic because you're able to keep at least the chemistry. But if like it's not a complete turnaround, but like half of the roster or 25% of the roster is new players and new roles, like who's gonna be I guess you said Torrey Horton's gonna be the Rashid Shaheed role, and like maybe you have a brand new running back room next year, and maybe you have a brand new cornerback too next year. Like you really don't know what's gonna happen. And that's
because some team is gonna pay Reek. Some team is gonna pay.
Oh
Reek.
yeah,
like some team is gonna give him a fuck ton of money. Some team is gonna pay Ken Walker. Like we're gonna have to match whatever he makes. I don't know if we're gonna be willing to do that. Some team is gonna pay Rashid Shaheed. Like.
Is Witherspoon a free agent?
No, thank God.
Or is just Tariq Woolen?
It's Reek Woolen and Josh Jobe. So our cornerback 2 and cornerback 3 are free agents. But Spoon and JSN are both up for their extensions because we have to pick up their 5th-year option. So JSN is going to walk into John Schneider's office this summer and say, give me whatever the fuck I want, and we're gonna have to do it.
He's gonna give it to him.
Yeah. And we're gonna have to do it. And then Spoon is also gonna walk in and say, "Give me whatever the fuck I want," and we're gonna have to do it. Yeah. So like, they're gonna make a fuck ton of money.
I think, like I said, I think it's really hard to repeat, and it's not because of like it's partially the competition around you. Like the Rams are right there. The Rams could easily been a Super Bowl. I don't think the
Niners are good. The Niners are a good team.
The Niners are solid, but I think their window's closed. Like they've got a lot of guys that they got to bring in. They got to worry about George Kittle. They're not going to worry about Christian McCaffrey. But like, what if the football guys decide Christian McCaffrey's health is just no longer a thing anymore?
Yeah.
I think the Lions will be competitive. I think the Packers are also competitive. I think the Bears get better, at least on paper, in terms of what they maybe just Caleb Williams getting better just makes them better. So there's a lot of things that
The
could happen.
Eagles, you know.
I I'm gonna put that on hold because
Yeah.
what's gonna happen with AJ Brown? That's my big
Yeah.
thing. But the NFC, the NFC is a dogfight, and like if the Seahawks lose in the divisional next year, I don't even think that's a failure. That's just it's just not your time. It's just like you had your time and the time has passed. And sometimes windows in the NFL close at the snap of a finger. And
Mhm.
I think for the Patriots, it's a little bit different. Like people are criticizing the Patriots as if they're like this veteran team and Drake May's been in the league for 7 years and Will Campbell's like this vet. I remember during the Super Bowl, somebody I was in a group chat and somebody was like, "Yo, Will Campbell is ass." And he was a Patriots fan. I'm like, "Bro, Will Campbell is a rookie playing in the Super Bowl.
Mm.
Let's understand the opportunity that the Patriots have. Like all these guys, the Patriots might not be in the Super Bowl for another 5 years, but in 5 years, Drake May will already have that experience. Will Campbell will already have that experience. Travion Henderson, even though he barely played, will have that experience. A lot of these young guys, like their whole secondary is elite. Christian Gonzalez is an elite corner. And their safety tenet that they have is really, really good. So like the Patriots aren't going anywhere. I think the culture that they instilled there is well established. And I think Mike Vrabel is an excellent coach. They desperately need another wide receiver, maybe a true alpha. I think they also need another linebacker or a true dominant pass rusher. One of the two, or maybe both. If they can find a way to get a dominant pass rusher or a good linebacker, I think the Patriots could compete for the division again. And Drake May will be fine. He's got to work on his fumbles. I think for the first time in I think this is the worst he's looked all playoffs. Like he generally had a bad game. Like he didn't. It wasn't a thing of like, oh well, the Seahawks D line was just dominant. They were good, but like Drake May made some bad throws. He missed wide open guys, and then on top of that, his O line was getting folded and in the biggest moments.
Yeah.
So, Patriots bright future. Seahawks. Listen, you won a championship. I feel like even as a fan,
It's
like
all
if you
I
don't
can
make it
ask,
back for
brother.
the
It's
next
all I
for
can
the next
ask.
10 years, you'll be straight. Like you don't,
That's
it
all I
don't
can
really
ask.
matter.
Yeah, bro. People
But
are
the
on
NFC
Twitter.
is so competitive, so I don't see the Seahawks getting back to the NFC chip, but I think they'll be a good team next year.
Mm.
Like they'll probably win a division. They'll probably win 10, 11 games, maybe 12 games. They'll be fine. Like they're a good team. And Sam Darnold, I love the Sam Darnold story. I feel bad for Jets fans having to watch that, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Off the dome. I thought of this while we were talking.
Oh
Way
boy.
too early. Way too early. 2026 NFL predictions. I want you to give me your MVP, your AFC chip, your NFC chip, and your Super Bowl winner. I'll go
Don't
first. So
do
you
this.
give you
Don't
some
do
time to
this. Don't
think.
do
Give you
this.
some
Why are you
time to
doing this to
think.
me? Why are you
I
doing
give,
this to me, bro?
I give you some time to think. So, first off, my MVP,
You're gonna say
Joshua
Josh
Patrick
Allen.
Allen.
Yeah, you're gonna say Josh Allen. Like
I said Joe Burrow last year. So I'm switching it up. My MVP, Joshua Patrick Allen. My AFC chip, Bills Broncos. Bills go to the Super Bowl. My NFC
bro.
chip, my NFC chip, Seahawks Packers. Seahawks go to the bowl. My
You
Super
doing that
Bowl
because I'm here.
champion. I
You
swear
doing that
I'm
because
not.
I'm here.
I swear I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
We on record when y'all were cooking in the beginning of the season. I said, "Yo, y'all might be the best team in the league." I'm with you. I've never been against the Packers.
All right.
So I'm
All right.
saying,
Finish. Go ahead.
I'm saying Seahawks Packers. Seahawks go back to the bowl. Seahawks Bills. Seahawks go back to back. That's my 26 prediction.
We are 4 days removed from the Super Bowl, and we making it way too early. All right. AFC predictions. Oh wait, I'm doing MVP first, right?
Yeah, you can do MVP first. You want to say Jordan Love so bad?
Nah, I don't. Because I know he's not gonna get it, so I'm not even gonna do that. Damn. MVP. Bengals are too ass.
That's what I'm saying.
Lamar
I
got
wanted to say
fatigue.
Burrow again, but
Josh
I was
got
like,
fatigue. I'm trying to think of like apparently the hot MVP pick right now is Caleb Williams.
I know
I'm
it
not
is.
doing that.
He's the
I'm
most
not doing
bet.
that
As someone that works for
because,
FanDuel, he is the most bet MVP
bro,
person.
do people forget that Caleb Williams had the lowest completion percentage of any starting quarterback in the NFL?
Chicago
Nobody like
Bears fans, brother. You don't care.
Come on, man. Damn, like what's all right? I'm gonna go. I'm trying to do like an NFC quarterback, but
It's
like
dumb.
none
If
of
it
those
ain't
teams are
Stafford,
good
like
enough.
golf, like
I don't think Stafford goes back to back. I don't think Golf has the Golf always starts the season off hot, and then all of a sudden he turns into shit.
Purdy, it's not gonna
Purdy.
be
I don't think
Jackson
Pat's
Dart,
gonna be like.
maybe Jalen
I don't.
Hurts.
I said Pat last year, and he started off great. I don't know how he comes back. I'm gonna say. You know what? I'm gonna say Drake May.
Okay.
I'll say Drake May for MVP. I think the Patriots get a lot better next year, and I think the narrative of him having such a tough schedule and or having such an easy schedule and them just cupcaking their way to the Super Bowl will actually help him. In fact, they'll probably just win 10, 11 games again next year.
The schedule next year is harder. So if they go 14 and whatever next year, that's impressive.
Yeah, I'll say Drake May Super Bowl. AFC chip, I'm gonna go. Damn, I don't trust nobody in the AFC, brother. I'll go Patriots, Bills. Actually, no. I'll go. I don't think they're a good team. I just don't think the Bills are that good of a team. You know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Jaguars, Patriots.
Ooh, okay.
And the Jaguars make the Super Bowl. Crazy. But we've seen crazier things.
Okay.
And in the NFC, I'll go Rams, Packers, NFC chip. I think the Packers are not that far away from making a big run. They just got to get out of their own way and not shit down their leg in big moments. And I'm going to pick the Packers to go to the Super Bowl and win the damn thing.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Did we ever think that this is gonna go any way that wasn't just us picking our favorite team to win? Like,
bro, all I'm saying is the apex of our season was we were in Denver up 9 on the road, and everything changed on a deep ball to Christian Watson. That's all I'm gonna say. Michael Parsons' ACL was intact.
Yeah.
And we was all good. We didn't even have Tucker Craft, and I still felt like, hey, we could go to the bowl. Or we could at least get to the NFC chip. But
y'all did lose to the Browns, fully healthy though. That's all I'm saying.
It was week 2, 3?
I'm just saying.
Hey, the Browns won 6 games, man. With that shit team. Hey, we played against Joe Flacco. We didn't play against Shedeur Sanders.
That's true.
But yeah, in all seriousness, I do think the Packers are going to be a contender next year. Fully healthy. Like, I think Josh Jacobs gets healthy. I think Tucker Craft gets healthy. Michael Parsons probably back mid-October, early October.
You don't think he's back to start the season? He'll be back. If Pat back, he's gonna be back.
No. He said October.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna take his word. Tucker Craft will be back probably beginning of the season. I say Michael Parsons come back October.
Like
we need a pass rusher and a D tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah, week 4, week 5. He'll probably go on the pup for a couple of weeks, and he'll be back. They need a pass rusher to help him out, and they probably gonna need a linebacker. We just got some holes we got to fill because we got a few free agents. We got like a left tackle that's gonna get his slot taken anyway, so we letting him go. Quay Walker's a free agent, so I'm probably gonna tell him pack his bags.
And I'm looking at the free. This isn't like a crazy free agency class. It's really not like So I'm looking at Fox Sports. They ranked the top 100 free agents. Number 1 is George Pickens. And like, granted, like George Pickens is great. Like George Pickens is a great wide receiver. George Pickens, it's like if that's the best player on the market, it's like
best player is crazy.
Yeah, it says George Pickens 1, Daniel Jones 2, coming off a torn Achilles, Devin Lloyd, the linebacker for the Jags, who's probably going to resign, Trey Hendrickson, who is like 31, like that's number 4.
But like I would take Trey Hendrickson. Like if we were able to find a way to get Trey Hendrickson, okay, I'm cool with that.
Yeah,
I doubt we're able to afford him, but like the receivers that are available are like Alec George Pierce, Pickens, and it's like Alec Pierce, Romeo Dobbs. It's a big drop off.
Yeah, the number 5 free agent here, they got Tyler Linderbaum, the center for the Ravens. He's only 25, which like I would take him 3 straight Pro Bowls. Like I would gladly take Tyler Linderbaum.
Yeah, he's a solid player. They'll probably resign him.
It's like Ken Walker, which obviously great. And then it's like Alec Pierce is number 8. Malik Willis is number 9. Breece Hall is number 11. Aaron Rodgers is number 12. What are we talking about? Like Mike Evans. Like, okay.
I think a lot of the big moves, like the bigger moves, are probably going to be trades. Like veterans who are unhappy, or like guys who are in a contract year and the team don't want to pay them, or if they're just unhappy with their situation, they get traded. Like AJ Brown's a trade candidate. Not Trey Anderson. Mac Crosby's a trade candidate, but they're saying they don't want to trade him. I'm not sure who else. I haven't really kept up with like the potential trade market per se, but I think there will be
Kyler,
at least
somebody got to figure something out for Kyler
Tua. and/or Tua.
Yeah.
I think there'll be, I'll say 2 big trades. I think AJ Brown's going to be one. I don't know who the other one's going to be. I don't know if it'll be Max Crosby or Kyler Murray or somebody like that, but I think AJ Brown definitely be one of them.
Yeah. And so that's our thoughts on the Super Bowl. If we want to pivot now to the Jeff Teague discourse that was taking over the timeline. If you want to break it down, because I didn't even think to talk about it until you said it. So please tell me if you want to tee it up.
I don't even know if I saw every like part of it, but I know. So I didn't know that Zaire Franklin was a part of the hub that is under that Club 520 is under. So I just thought he was a guest on the show, not knowing that he's actually a part of their
football,
their conglomerate now. So I'm like, okay, cool. And then all of it, like they get into this back and forth about like who's bigger, NFL versus NBA, and then Jeff Teague throws some shots talking about like we make more money than y'all. Like, dummies go ahead and hit their heads for less money and stuff like that. It was disrespectful. It kind of felt like Jeff Teague was trying to little bro him, and the discourse started off the talk of the Super Bowl, and Jeff Teague tried to make it seem like nobody cares about the Super Bowl. Like, who is Ernest Jones?
Oh my god, bro.
I mean, granted, the casual fan probably don't know who Ernest Jones is.
That's fair,
but people,
brother, you get paid to talk about sports. Like, it's your job to know who Ernest.
No, it's not even that. It's not even that. People watch the Super Bowl and don't give a damn about football.
Mm-hmm.
Like Super Bowl party is like an American tradition. We just have a Super Bowl party because that's what it was growing up. Like I didn't know. Like growing up, my grandparents used to have a Super Bowl party. For what? I don't know, but that's just what it is. And some people watch for the halftime show. Some people just go because it's a party. Either way, like off the basis that this is what football brings. Like football is king in America. That's point blank period. It don't matter how much money y'all make or whatever. Y'all both got. I'd say Zaire Franklin had a more productive career than Jeff Teague.
Yeah, I mean he's also naming the linebacker on the Seahawks. Like what do you
that's not a premium position.
Do people know who the starting linebackers were on the Chiefs last year? Do people know who the starting linebackers were on the Niners the year before? Like, no, people don't know linebackers that well. You feel me? Like, people know who Sam Darnold is. People know who Drake May is. People know who JSN is. People know who Stephon Diggs is. You feel me? Like that. If we're naming the starting linebacker on the Seahawks, like that's not like not no one, but like the average fan is just not going to know that. Whether it's the Super Bowl or not, the average fan is not going to know who the linebacker is on the team. Like that just is what it is.
Yeah, I feel like the biggest issue is like, and I get where Jeff Teague is coming from in the sense that like the NBA the NBA. He thinks the NBA is more like they have more marketable stars, but the ironic part is that NBA doesn't know how to market their stars. It took them 5 years to propel Nikola Jokic into like the limelight of being on TV all the time. Like he already had 2 MVPs, and then they were like, oh, you know what? I guess we'll pivot from this Zion Ja fetish that we have and this LeBron Steph thing that we keep having. And I think the NFL has mastered that. Like they added a week to the season. There's like 7 international games per season where people wake up at 8 a.m. in the morning, me included, to watch football games. Like waking up, crossing my eyes, wiping my eyes to watch a football game, and usually it's bad product because they're tired.
Munich, in Germany.
Yeah, bro. And they're playing in Australia next season, and I will be watching. Like it's that simple. I just think football is like, I don't know what the argument was. I just think at the end of the day, Jeff Teague was trying to little bro him, and it was low key disrespectful because he's a guy. They probably had something happen off camera that they didn't want to talk about. But I think it was like for a podcast host that you talk about sports, it's pretty inappropriate to not respect your guest and not understand that this dude is a Pro Bowler, All Pro, and you're like a one-time replacement All-Star. Like you never reach those types of heights. And then you talk about like nobody want to watch the Patriots. Like, bro, you played for the Atlanta Hawks. Nobody watched the Atlanta Hawks. Nobody watched the Pacers. Nobody came to a Pacers game to watch you play, and you're from Indiana. Cut the bullshit, bro. It was insane. I was just like, you know what? This is why. I'm honestly shocked that they didn't start fighting on set because I would have swallowed him low key.
My thing is, one is bad from a professional standpoint, and like shout out to Zaire Franklin because he held it down. Like that is great professional. He'd be on the Joe Budden pod, like he does podcasting, like he's getting into the podcast space. I think he has his own pod. He does Joe Budden and he does Club 520, and so like I do think he's like signed by 520 to like be their football expert kind of thing. And so he is obligated to stay, but it's also great professionalism because like if you're one, I think it's bad professionalism. 2, it's just bad like friendship because if they're saying that they're mans, right? Like for him to be like, yo, I didn't even know when they told me that you was coming on the show, I didn't even know the fuck you was. It's like, okay,
that's crazy.
That's already crazy. But then to be like, yo, you Zaire Smith, right? Like Zaire, like you don't know my name, gang. Like if you're telling me we're mans, you know my name is Zaire Franklin, bro. And even if you're making the joke of like, oh, like, I'm fucking with him. Once you see I'm not jacking it, like once you see I'm like, yo, bro, chill on the like, you know my name, gang. Like just call me by my name. And to double down, like, all right, bro, like that's not my man's. And
I don't want to cut you off, but I also think it's a responsibility of the co-host to be like,
yo, you
to like call him out on his bullshit. They were just like, all right, let's move on. And I know that's their man's, like they've been friends for a long time, but like Jeff Teague was bugging out, and I think people are scared to kind of hold their friends accountable for stuff like that. Like
especially when your friend is the breadwinner, when your friend is the reason why like y'all up here. You feel me? They just
gonna fire up the cameras next week and laughing, and B-Hen gonna be telling his jokes, and it's gonna be all good, and it'll never get addressed.
Yeah, because Jeff Teague is the only reason they got a pod. No one gives a fuck about B-Hen. No one gives like before. Now they do, but because like he made a name for himself. But like before this, no one gave a fuck about B-Hen. Like their friend got them out the hood. You feel me? Like their friend put them on because he's Jeff Teague and they're Jeff Teague's friends. like that just is what it is. So you're not gonna be like, yo, bro, you bugging because you're afraid that your man's gonna be like, at the end of the day, bro, he's not watching this for you. Now I think B-Hen is at a point where like people are watching it for him also. Like he's created his own value of like, yo, this nigga's funny. But like I also think that like, yo, when he said, yo, bro, like it's never football day on 520. You get the fuck out of here. It's like, all right, bro. Like, okay, like, at that point, it takes a lot for me to not be like, yo, I'm gonna get up out of here. Because now you're bugging. Like now it's not on some like, yo, we pod in. This is good for clips. Like this is clip farmer shit. Like now you're actually disrespecting me, bro. Like that's crazy to say that to someone. To say that to someone who you think is your man's, like that's crazy.
I have this is not random, but when I was at Dreamville Fest last year, actually, I didn't run into Jeff Teague. I walked past Jeff Teague and B-Hen and all like the whole podcast crew. I was like, oh shit, it's Jeff Teague. I didn't want to say nothing to him because I was like, he gave off the vibe that like, I don't want nobody talking to me. And I've worked in the profession where like I'd see celebrities all the time. And it's like they don't
Yeah,
really want to talk to you anyway. So I was just like, that's the type of vibe he gave off. And then that just confirmed like, yeah, you kind of you be acting funny around like
yeah.
regular people. It's weird, bro. Weird behavior. There's a room of like 4 or 5 grown ass men and only one person trying to hold somebody accountable. Everybody in that room is like 30 plus, I believe. Zaire Franklin's probably in his late 20s, but like
Yeah.
the rest of them is like 35 plus, and everybody's sitting there laughing, giggling. It's immature. It was distasteful a little bit. But I don't think it's gonna be. It's nothing like huge. I think
He
in terms of just the
apologized
principle of
the next
things,
day.
whatever. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. But it's easy to apologize, but like, are you sincere about it? It's easy to be like, oh
Mhm.
yeah, my fault, bro.
Yeah.
But like, are you doing that because it's business relationship, or are you doing that because you actually meant that shit?
Yeah.
Um, it is what it is. It's not going to change nothing. This isn't like a down trajectory of the show. I think they'll be fine.
No, it's a joke
Um,
show. It's a good show. I don't personally watch it like that, but like I see the clips sometimes. Like they're funny. Like they make funny shit shake. B-Hen is hilarious when they be talking about WNBA and shit like that. That shit is funny.
yeah, yeah. The
Um,
Audie Crooks clip is hilarious, bro.
yeah. Like he's a funny nigga, bro. But yeah, so that was all we really had to say about that. Just to cover some little current event joint. It's honestly the perfect segue into NBA because now we're at All-Star weekend. Pretty much, I think there's one last slate of games tonight, and then tomorrow is like the Rising Stars Challenge, and Saturday's All-Star Saturday night dunk contest. Contestants fucking stink, and then Sunday is the All-Star
Mhm.
game, but it's USA versus World, and like half the All-Stars are not playing. So it's like guys like Brandon Ingram and De'Aaron Fox, and like, okay, sure. So yeah, I mean, if you want to start with like should we do our second half predictions, or do you want to talk about like how you think we could fix All-Star weekend first?
We can talk about All Star Weekend. My question for you is, which day do you think is the worst day of
Easily
All Star
Friday.
Weekend?
Easily Friday.
Friday.
Easily Friday. Because at least Sunday you have the allure of like, oh, we're gonna get to see Wemby and LeBron and KD and Jokic play. Saturday is like, okay, the dunk contest, as it's been, has ingrained itself as like we gotta watch it.
The
Like
main
even
event.
yeah, like even if it's not like and right now, low key, the 3-point contest has been good for like the last
Yeah,
4 or 5 years. The 3-point contest has been a banger. And the celebrity game is also on Friday, right? Like
the
that is
celebrity game
always
and the is right before the Rising Stars.
yeah, the celebrity game is fun. Like this year, like Shams is playing in it. Nick
They're having
from
a
Love
celebrity
Island is
3-point
playing in it.
contest.
Yeah, Jared McCain is in it. Like, why would Jared McCain do that? But like Jared McCain is in it, Caleb Williams is in it. So that should be fun.
Yeah,
But easily Friday night to me is the worst part. Like, it's just not. I don't care really about the Rising Stars game. I don't really care. Like, it's not. It's also not what it used to be. It's like 3 different teams, and it's some weird shit. Or I think it's 4 different teams, and it's like a bracket style. And then All-Star Saturday night is still probably the best night, even though dunk contest is not that great. But yeah, what's your favorite night, or what's your least favorite night?
uh, maybe probably Sunday, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't really watch the All Star game
Mm,
at all, and it's not because like it gets boring sometimes, but I think there's no incentive for the players to be competitive to the point to like they overextend themselves and get hurt, which is fine because you still got a half a season to play plus playoffs potentially. Um, and then you have guys that just don't like play hard at all. Like they don't even want to put on a show. For
yeah,
example, Luca and Jokic, 2 of the best players in the league, just don't want to. They're just fucking around, which is fine. Like you want to have fun on All Star Weekend, but like that's the incentive that you're giving to players that are coming in behind you. Like I don't know. I think Wemby is gonna set a different tone. So I'm
He
interested to
gonna
see what
try
it looks
hard. He
like.
gonna be trying to
Yeah, like
send niggas
I don't
shot.
think Wemby. I think Wemby is a sicko, like one of those the mental like mentally insane competitors. So I think he's gonna try to drop 30, 40, whatever, and he
If
might.
Shea was playing, I also think Shea would take it serious.
Last year he was chilling though.
Last year he was chilling, but I remember when he was with like his first year when Braun blocked his shit, and he was like, nah, he don't want to play serious for no one else, but when I'm trying to take a layup, he want to be prime Braun. And so like I remember him saying after that, like, all right, cool, I'm gonna take this shit serious. And last year was kind of weird, but I think if he was playing this year and Wemby was saying like, yo, we taking this shit serious, I think he would take it serious.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way to really fix Sunday. Like they've tried to make like a target score, and they've tried to do like a target score for each quarter, and they've tried to like give the winning team a reward for their charity and things like that. The bottom line is people just don't. They're not going to play hard in a game that means nothing. Now,
Yeah.
I personally, I think if they went back to the old East West and they kind of made it like baseball to where whoever wins the All-Star game gets home court advantage in the finals, I think people would try hard, like try harder, not like bust their ass. But if you ever watch, I don't know if you ever watched the MLB All-Star game, but when it gets down to
Is
like
that what's on the
7th,
line
8th,
in the MLB All-Star game?
yeah, home field advantage for the World Series, bro. So like, even if let's say the Dodgers, yeah, even if the Dodgers win 115 games, right? If the AL win the All-Star game, they got to go to wherever that's not home,
tough.
and they don't have. Yeah, I feel like that's a great incentive. Why not steal it from the MLB? Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be cool, and I think that gives at least a little bit more of a competitive edge. At least when the game gets a little tight towards the end. The real issue for me is Saturday night because I feel like Skills Challenge is cool. They changed it up a little bit, so it's a little more fun than it used to be. Like the old format got a little old. 3-point contest is cool. Nothing to really change about that. The dunk contest
is ass. People just don't want to do it. Like
it's ass. It's ass because of who's doing it. Like there hasn't been I can't remember the last superstar that participated in the dunk contest. I want to say like the closest person was like Donovan Mitchell, but he was in his like, second year.
I'm about to look it up. Dunk contest.
Like true like top 15, top 20 player in the league. I want to say Donovan Mitchell, but at that point he wasn't.
Yeah, maybe Donovan Mitchell. I'm looking at they're only showing me winners, but like Hamidou Diallo
but Mac McClung won 2 of them.
Yeah, bro. It's like Carter Bryant, Jackson Hayes.
That's this year though.
I know. Jalen Brown did
Johnson.
it. Jalen Brown did it in 2024.
That's
what we're getting. Yeah, that's the best
we've gotten. Yeah, and you know what? Shout out to him for participating because I feel like, and I hate doing this, but I think it's absolutely true. I think LeBron set the precedent for superstars not participating in the dunk contest.
Giannis, I remember 2015, but like that was.
But he wasn't a star.
Yeah,
he was an all-star, or he was about to be an all-star, but he wasn't like what he is now.
Paul George.
I know Paul George and John Wall did it.
Yeah, Paul George and John Wall in 2014.
But I wouldn't say like the last true superstar to participate in the dunk contest was like prime Dwight Howard. Yeah. Like considered a top 10 player in the league was like Dwight Howard.
Kobe did it in 97. Yeah.
I want to say 2010. He didn't win. I think Nate Robinson won it, but he did participate in it.
Yeah, Dwight Howard won in 2008. But he did it in 2007, 2008, and 2009, and again in 2020.
2020?
Yeah, he did it.
I don't remember that. Okay, so I'll say Dwight Howard is the last at that point in time where they participated. He was the last like superstar to participate in the dunk contest. And I don't think it was an issue of having like role players be like winners. Like Gerald Green being in the dunk contest was cool. Terrence Ross being in the dunk contest was cool. Derrick Jones winning the dunk contest was cool. Like Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon was fire. But I think like seeing like Kobe win a dunk contest is fire. Or like looking at the old clips of Dominique Wilkins versus Michael Jordan is insane. Like
Yeah,
two of the top players in the league. Yeah, Jordan doing the dunk contest, Vince Carter doing the dunk contest, Tracy McGrady doing the dunk contest. These were the best players in the league. Like, granted, I like Ant had a chance to do it, he didn't want to do it.
There's
Zion
no
had a chance to
reason
do it.
Ja shouldn't have did it. Like Ja
I think
and Zion, all of them.
They all should have done it at this
They
point.
all should have did it.
I'm trying to think of like who else, but there's no like incentive for them to be. There's no incentive for them to participate, and then also like they don't have the culture behind them. Who are they looking at to be like, oh yeah, he did it, I want to do it. LeBron ain't doing it.
Brown.
KD is not that type of player. Steph is not that type of player. Derrick Rose never did it. John Wall did it once. Paul George did it once. But like all the like athletic freaky, Blake Griffin did it. Shout out to him, but he's a rookie. And then it was Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon.
Yeah.
And Victor Oladipo did it one time. But like Victor Oladipo wasn't a star. He was a good player, but not a star.
Bro,
there is no like
2020
guy you can point.
Since 2020, I'm gonna read you the name. So we had Dwight Howard in 2020. We had Derrick Jones in 2020.
Won?
No, Derrick Jones.
No, that was Derrick Jones won that one, right?
Yeah, it was Dwight Howard, Derrick Jones, Aaron Gordon, and Pat Connaughton in 2020. In 2021, in 2021, it was Cassius Stanley, Anthony Simons, Obi Toppin. Oh yeah, Cassius Stanley. My bad. Obi Toppin. In 2022, it was Jalen Green, Cole Anthony, Juan Toscano Anderson, and Obi Toppin again. In 2023, Jericho Sims, Trey Murphy, KJ Martin, and Jacob Toppin. Oh no, that was the worst. That was contest. Yeah,
I think that was the worst dunk contest of the century. I mean, of this decade for sure.
And then Mac McClung did it in 2023. In 2024, it was Jacob Toppin, Jaime Jaquez, Jaylen Brown, and Mac McClung again. And then 2025, it was Andre Jackson Jr., Stephon Castle, Madas Buzelis, and Mac McClung again. And now this year, it's Jace Richardson, Keyshawn Johnson, Jackson Hayes, and Carter Bryant.
Shout out Keyshawn Johnson. But
what the fuck?
I think either one or two things gotta happen. Either find a way to get the young new stars to participate. Like if you can find a way, it's not going to happen this year, obviously, but say you find a way to get AJ DeBenza in the dunk contest next year. Sure. Cool. Why not?
Get Cooper Flag in that bit.
Cooper Flag in the dunk contest. I
Brandon Miller. I'll take a Brandon Miller dunk contest. You feel me? Like he's
nah.
No, that's I would take it. I would be happy.
He's not a dunk contest dunker though. Like
I'm just thinking of like high picks.
High picks.
Like Ant is not going to do it at this point.
There haven't been a lot of high picks. I would watch I think Jalen Duren should try it. Jalen Duren will be a nice pick.
I think he got asked and he said no.
He said no.
Yeah.
So one or two things got to happen. Either
you find like Jalen Duren saying no.
Come on. Like, who do you think you are, bro? No disrespect. He's an all-star, but come on. It would be fun. But I think either you find a way to incentivize the younger stars of the league, or you just say, you know what? The dunk contest is just not going to involve anybody from the NBA no more. We're just going to take Mac McClung and we're going to take a bunch of dunkers from like those like the street dunkers that do the 720s and all types of stuff. Because in all honesty, those are the best dunkers in the world. So like if you really want to put on a show, that's what you should do. But I don't think they're gonna do that. So here's the alternative. Add something to Saturday night. Like Saturday night is kind of long anyway, but like I feel like there should be some type of like tournament style competition with either some all-stars, like some of maybe the all-stars, first time all-stars, like a 3v3 competition, or players that are not all-stars that are like
like snubs.
Almost missed. Like all-star snubs in a 2v2 or a 3v3 competition. And they can just have a 4-team tournament or a 16 tournament, something like that. I would say 14. 14 sounds a little bit better. And just, like Devin Booker versus name me a snub. I don't know who got snubbed.
Austin Reeves.
No, fuck out of here.
What? What the fuck?
Austin Reeves was never making an All-Star team. He didn't play enough games.
Okay, Harden.
Okay. Devin Booker and James Harden versus like Josh Giddey and I don't know, somebody else. That would be cool.
Norm Powell.
Norm Powell made the All-Star team.
Oh, he made the All-Star team? Okay. Ooh. Michael Porter Jr. There we go. Michael Porter Jr.
Josh Giddey, Michael Porter Jr. versus Devin Booker and James Harden. I feel like that would be cool to watch. Like these aren't guys that are All-Stars this year, but they're All-Star caliber players. I feel like there should be more. One, because there's a bunch of snubs every year, and on top of that, it just gives the casual viewer more insight into how good the NBA actually is. Like these are guys that almost made it. This guy averages 25 points a game and he got snubbed. Yeah. This guy averages damn near a triple double and he didn't make it. They got to do something, bro, because it's the same thing every year. I actually didn't mind that they changed the format to the Rising Stars, because the Rising Stars used to just be, 12-minute, 4 quarters, and we just duking it out. Both teams gonna have 150. It was like the All-Star game, but just the rookies and sophomores. So I'm glad they changed that, and I think the tournament thing makes it a little bit more competitive. And you also get to see like guys that don't play a lot kind of cook up a little bit. Like Wemby did it last year. He didn't play that much, and he didn't do that much, but like it was like Khalil Ware had a solid game. Like guys you didn't see play that much, and like G League guys play. So I think that's cool. I don't really care for the celebrity game either.
I also think the 1v1 competition that everyone always talks about. Like, I don't see why we wouldn't do that. Like, I think it's an ego thing. They have to be
careful with that.
I think it's an ego thing and a like. But if I'm asking you to play hard in the All-Star game, then I want you to play. I'm gonna ask you to play hard in the 1v1. Like, if we gonna ask them to, if we are scared that they're gonna get hurt in a 1v1, then we can't ask them to play hard in the All-Star game. Because then if you get
it should be the other way around. It should be the other way around. Like, if you're gonna be in an All-Star game, like if you're not gonna play hard in the All-Star game, why would you play hard in this 1-on-1?
That's true, I guess. But like
that's what I was saying. Like,
but I think it's more pride based. Like in the All-Star game, if you lose, who gives a fuck? Like KD's career is built on being this like 1-on-1 greatest scorer ever. He's gonna not want to like lose a 1-on-1. Like that does.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You feel me?
I would 100% be up to see Ant versus KD in a 1-on-1.
Yeah, like you're playing for some sort of pride. Like you don't give a fuck if you lose the All-Star game.
I think that's a great idea, because I think the discourse around it would be insane. Like we always talk about like if Jordan and we were not gonna see it, but like if Jordan and LeBron play 1-on-1, who'd win? Like actually being able to see that play out on
like
TV
Kyrie and Ant, or like you know, feel me? Like Kyrie and Steph. Kyrie and Steph play 1-on-1. Braun and KD play 1-on-1. That's going crazy. I'm telling you, everyone is watching that shit, bro. Like that.
So you think they should do the 1-on-1 thing, or they should do like the snub 2v2 or 3v3?
I like both. I think the snub shit is way easier because I genuinely don't think the All-Stars want to put their ego on the line to be like, KD lost his 1v1 to Michael Porter Jr. You know, like you feel me? Like theoretically, if that is how it goes, Michael Porter Jr. could just smack 4 threes, and it's like, oh shit, KD never touched the ball. Yeah. You feel me? Like KD's not gonna want to do that. Braun is not gonna want to lose an All-Star game to Stephon Castle. You feel me? Like
yeah. I think it'd be interesting if it was an All-Star versus like a young star that's not an All-Star. Like if it was Cooper Flag versus KD, or Cooper Flag versus LeBron.
I think that might even be one.
That'd be fire. I like Steph Castle versus Steph. Steph versus Steph. That'd be fire.
That's fire. I would love to see like Unrivaled. The like women's basketball league does a 1-on-1 tournament, and like Paige Beckers is going out there going 1-on-1 with Kate Martin, and it's like okay, Kate Martin.
But they also do a 3v3 tournament, and they run back full court a whole game 3v3.
Yeah.
And that shit is good too.
And last year, I'm pretty sure Stewie was in it, and she did the 1v1 and lost. And it's like she's one of the 3 best women's basketball players in the world, and it's like, oh shit, she lost. Who gives a fuck? Like no one cares. It's just good TV though. So like I think it's people don't want to do it because one, if you play hard and get hurt, it sucks. But also like I don't think that, Steph wants to say like, oh shit, I lost a 1-on-1 to this day. You feel me? So I think that is you have to get over. But I think if we're looking for something ratings wise that would go crazy, I'm telling you, people would tune in to watch Steph and LeBron play to 7. ones and twos. Play the 5 ones and twos. Like they would.
It wouldn't even be honestly for them. It shouldn't be ones and twos. It should be everything is one.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
they could pull from where they could pull from the half.
But that's what I'm saying. Like if they didn't want to take it super serious, we could do ones and twos and half court shots count as 3. Like yeah. Like three
dribbles.
Yes.
3 dribbles. Yeah. 3
dribble
1v1.
Cook, bro. I'm telling you. And granted,
the agendas would be nasty.
It would be so fire, though.
Disgusting.
But yeah, I think they should do that. That shit would be super fire.
So our conclusion is 1v1 3 dribbles. All-star versus a young star that's not an all-star.
Yes, absolutely. I think that would spice it up for sure. What do you think about the expansion draft? I can't wait. Assuming we do an expansion draft, that's gonna be fire.
We've never witnessed one like in our lifetime because we were too young to remember when they expanded the NBA the first time.
Yeah,
we weren't even born.
I'm excited for it. I think that'd be fire.
The two cities are Seattle and Vegas, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, fire.
Seattle gets their Sonics back.
Bring back the Sonics, and then the Vegas whatever Renegades.
Yeah, whatever the fuck.
The Reno Aces, whatever the hell. Well, they can't say
it would be interesting to see who like goes first, because like you can technically get off bad contracts. Like it would be massive for the whole league. Like
I'd be more interested to see like who teams drop.
Yeah, I mean, if you got a bad contract, who's like the worst contract in the league? Like
it was Bradley Beal for a long time.
Yeah, but not anymore. Someone else has a horrible deal. But like there's someone I'm thinking of, but I can't remember their name. But like theoretically, like a lot of people are talking about like, oh, Paolo's horrible. I don't think the Magic would ever get off Paolo. But like if they wanted to be like, you know what, we're getting off Paolo.
Honestly, the worst contract in the league right now is Terry Rozier. 100%.
Yeah, there you go.
100%.
It would be interesting to see who teams keep, who they let go, how that works. So whenever we inevitably do an expansion draft, I think that would be fire. But yeah, to end off the pod, I just want to, if we have like 2 or 3 predictions for the second half of the season, we can run through them, say kind of what our predictions for the last half of the NBA year. What you got?
Are these bold takes or are these just like takeaways?
You can do one bold, one normal if you want, or you can do both bold.
I'll do one bold. I'll do one bold, one regular. My bold prediction is that the league MVP will not be from the Western Conference.
If it ain't, it's got to be Cade. That's the only other one.
Cade or Jalen Brown.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, giving it to. I feel like I'd have to give it to Cade. If it's going in the East, it's got to go to Cade. 40 wins. The first team to get 40 wins.
That's who I picked to win MVP.
You did pick Cade.
That was kind of nuts. It was kind of nuts by me because in the offseason I said Wemby, but I was drinking all the Pistons Kool-Aid. I said they was gonna be the first seed, which they are right now.
They're gonna finish as 1 seed. They're far ahead of every other team.
They might slide down a little bit. The Celtics are in the up and up, so
they're like 5 games ahead. Oh,
that's not that much.
They're 5.5 games ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Never mind. Yeah, so the Pistons most likely, barring catastrophic injury or collapse, they'll be the 1 seed. Yeah, my bold prediction is going to be that the MVP does not come from the West Coast. I'm saying that because Jokic's been out for a while. It's not because I don't think Jokic and Shea are not the top 2. It's because I don't know if Shea or Jokic are playing enough games to be qualified for the MVP. Shea's been out for like a week at this point. I think he'll be back after the All-Star break, but let's just say he re-aggravates an injury or something. He only played like 65 games. Who is the guy in the West Coast that you would pick to be MVP? Maybe Wemby? But like Wemby's missed a lot of games too, so I don't even know if he'd qualify. Then you'd have to stretch and like question if it's Ant. And at that point, I feel like you've got to go to the East and look at Cade and look at Jalen Brown and have a fair assessment of like what's really going on in the Eastern Conference. Like the Pistons have ascended as probably the best team in the East right now. The Knicks are not that far behind. The Celtics aren't that far behind. But the Pistons are clearly the best team right now, even if on paper they're not the most talented team. I also think the thing working against the Eastern Conference is that they're the Eastern Conference. Yeah. And it's a weak conference. And that's the argument against anybody that plays in the East. You got to be like Giannis level or LeBron when he was in the East level to really win an MVP. And that's kind of tough because that's like all time great ceilings. And I don't think that's fair. But bold prediction. That don't mean it's gonna happen. But that's my bold prediction.
This is not a bold prediction, but for me, I think that the Cavs end up winning the East this year. I think that is my that's my prediction. I think the Cavs win the East.
Games.
I think the Cavs win the East. They are currently the 4 seed. They are 7 games behind the Pistons, so they're not going to catch the Pistons. But they are a game and a half back of the 2 seed Celtics. I think the Cavs end up being the 2 seed in the East. I think that they look really good with James Harden. They are currently on a 5-game win streak, undefeated with Harden. Mobley is like in and out of the lineup, but I think he just came back like last game. And now they're going into the break. I like the Cavs team. On paper, I think they're good. On the court, they look good also. I think that they are a loaded roster on paper. And I think that in any given series, they can have the best player in the series. Whether that's Donovan Mitchell, I don't think Harden will ever be the best player in the series, but I think they can have the best player in any given series. And Harden, if he's not asked to be, granted, James Harden in like closeout games and game 6s and game 7s usually don't show up, but to start a series, James Harden's usually pretty good. So
he'll give you at least 2 good solid games.
He'll give you some good games.
He did drop 40 on the Celtics when he was on the Sixers.
Yeah,
and stole a game on the road.
Yeah.
And I was
without Embiid.
Yeah, exactly. Without Embiid. I was listening to D-Wade's podcast, and he was talking to Pat Riley. He had Pat Riley on the show. And he said, like, to win a playoff series, your best player got to get you 2. And then your coach got to get you 1. And the role players got to get you 1. And that's how you win. That's how you win a series.
So like, think about that. Shit.
Yeah, like your best player might not show up for 4 games, or in the games they do show up, 2 of them y'all might lose. So like, but the coach is gonna scheme something up to help y'all win, and then there's gonna be a game where role players go crazy. Like the team might hit 25 threes, or James Harden goes crazy, or Evan. Not to call them role players, but the secondary.
Yeah.
Crazy. And I think I don't think you're too far off. Like I don't think they're favorites right now because we've only seen them play for 3 games. I also think the playoffs is where like you really get exposed. So like if the Cavs are that weak on the perimeter defensively, I don't trust James Harden to defend Cade Cunningham. I don't trust Donovan Mitchell to defend Cade Cunningham. I don't trust him to stop Jalen Brunson, but the problem is like at least with the Knicks, like Brunson's not playing defense either, so you can go right back at him. But the Knicks also have like dynamic defensive wings. So I like it, but I'm not gonna jump the gun too quick. You also said that when they had Darius Garland, and I told you they're gonna have to trade either Darius Garland or Jared Allen.
Like Cavs stand. For me, the thing I'm looking at now, like something I always look at when I'm trying to see who's going to win the chip and like trying to evaluate teams is their record versus 500 teams and above. And no team that has ever won the chip has had a negative record versus teams that are 500 and above. So the only teams right now for me that qualified to even win the chip are the Pistons, who are 17-6, above 500 or better teams. The Celtics, who are 15-12. The Knicks are 16-14. And that is all the teams in the East that have a positive record. The Cavs are 14-15. So they could make up ground and get there. But currently, it's just the Pistons, Celtics, and Knicks. In the West, it's the Thunder, who are 17-10. It's the Spurs, who are 18-11. The Nuggets are 13-12. And the Rockets are 15-9. Every other team is negative versus 500 teams and above. So it's really a bucket of 7 teams. Pistons, Celtics, Knicks. Thunder, Spurs, Nuggets, Rockets. If one of those 7 teams is probably winning a chip, if I had to tell you right now. And so, yeah, if I had to guess, I'd say that the Thunder repeat, to be totally honest with you. But that my bold prediction, not bold, my prediction was the Cavs end up making it out of the East. To just give you my other prediction real quick, as a Lakers fan, my other prediction is that the Lakers fall down to the play-in. They are currently 32-21. They are 1 game ahead of the 7 seed Suns. And the Suns are a decent team this year. I think that this Lakers team is so horribly constructed roster wise. We have no athleticism. Our best shooter is Luke Kennard, and like as good of a shooter as he is, he's not a volume shooter. He's taking 3 threes a game. Like he's not a guy everywhere he's been. He's not a guy that's going to shoot 7, 8, 9 threes a game. So like that's just not happening. You're basically our second best player is Austin Reeves. Our second highest roster slot money wise is a 41-year-old LeBron James who's taking up a $52 million roster spot. It is not a $52 million player. So like we will see what happens in the offseason when we really try and build around Luka. But like I don't think LeBron can I don't think LeBron you can be a championship team when a LeBron this age is taking up that much money on your books. I just don't. I think LeBron is great. I think he's a top 30, 40, 50 player still. He's not a $50 million guy. And so I think we will see that come this offseason. It's crazy to say that because he's been a whatever the fuck $1 million guy for 23 years. But currently, he is not a $50 million player.
I'd say for like 20.
Yeah,
20.
He's not a $50 million player. So he'll be an unrestricted free agent. He apparently wants to go to the Cavs end his career. I think this is going to be the last year LeBron's a Laker, and I'm eternally grateful for him coming here. I'm ready to move on also. So that was my second prediction.
That's spoken like a true Lakers fan because I thought you had for a brief time turned into a Braun fan, like an actual Braun sexual.
No,
so I was like, you know,
he's my goat.
Like, why wouldn't they trade this for a first for DeJounte Murray, also Reeves for DeJounte Murray, or trade a first to go get like it never would have worked out because LeBron is 40 years old. But yeah, I agree with you. I don't think the Lakers are constructed I don't think they make it out of the first round.
Me either. They're a first round exit. Easily a first round exit.
Yeah, they're just not built to win games consistently. And DeAndre Ayton sucks. Like he's bad. Yeah, which I also told you about that one.
Jackson.
My other prediction. I do want to go to another like East one, but I'll just say bold prediction. I don't know how the standings are going to look by the end of the season, but I'm going to predict that somebody that makes the play-in beats like one of the top 4 seeds in either conference. So like one of the 7, 8, 9, 10 will beat one of the 1 to 4 or 1 to 3. Is that how it works? Or 1, 2
either conference?
Huh?
You said in either conference?
Yeah, in either conference.
Okay.
So
like you think the Hornets going to upset the Knicks?
Well, it depends on who the second seed is. I think the Hornets legitimately can be the 7-8 seed. Because they're a fun team to watch, and they got a lot of young guys, and now they playing with some consistency, and they playing with a new culture. And I think they could get to 8 seed. Right now, they're like 2.5 games out, 3.5 games out.
They're 2.5 behind y'all at 8.
Yeah, I want us to drop. Tired of watching this team. I don't think the Heat are a bad team, but it's not really going nowhere. Like they're not gonna pull magic out of their hat. In the West, the playing teams are a lot weaker than they used to be. So that might. I think
Warriors,
it's
Clippers, Blazers.
Yeah, I don't believe in any of those teams to beat the top of the West. I was more so talking about the East, but I'll just do it for both sides because you never know. I do think in the playoffs that the Spurs could run into some issues, or the Rockets could run into some issues come playoff time. Because even though the Spurs are really good defensively and Wemby's amazing, I do think they have an issue with their lack of shooting at the guard position. Like De'Aaron Fox is having a great season efficiency-wise, but like he's not a knockdown shooter. Stephon Castle's not a shooter. Dylan Harper also not a shooter. And granted, all 3 of them get to the mid-range, so it's kind of worked out. But I think if they run into like I'm not gonna say the Suns. That's nasty. The Suns are like a decent team. Like they run into a team that's like really consistent defensively and can score. So like, I don't think they would lose to anybody but the Nuggets or the Thunder, even though they've had the Thunder's number this year. That's a big flaw. I like also the Rockets. The Rockets, oh my God. If Kevin Durant is not initiating the offense, it's pretty bad. Like Amen Thompson is being played like prime Ben Simmons, even worse. Like he's not even right now, not even good as player as Ben Simmons was like his second year in the league. And then Alperen Sengun looks like he's hurt. I'm not gonna lie, like he looks like he's playing hurt. also has not been good. Like his efficiency is like at the levels of damn near like Paolo Banchero. Like his true shooting percentage is like 55%. And his play style is like Jokic, Domantas Sabonis.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little weird. But somebody's getting upset. That's all I know. I don't think it's as wide open as I'm making it sound, but I do think like in the East, it's real wacky because anything can happen. And then in the West, I just think a couple teams have consistency shooting issues. Like the only two teams I truly trust this year are the Nuggets and the Thunder. And I picked the Nuggets to get to the chip. So yeah.
Yeah. And then the last thing I wanted to ask you, because we were talking about Ant and Cade and Cooper Flag and all this. I wanted to ask you if I wanted to ask you to rank the last 6 number 1 picks. So all the number 1 picks of the 2020 so far. So we have Cooper Flag, Zachary Richache, Wemby, Paolo, Cade, and Ant. If we're ranking them based on today, where they would go, how you would pick them today.
How I would if I had to redraft those 6.
Yeah.
Okay. So am I going from the bottom to the top or the top to the bottom?
Go from top to bottom.
So that's 2020 to 2020 or 2019 to 2025.
Yeah. Ant, Cade, Paolo, Wemby, Richache, Flag.
Ant, Cade, Paolo, Richache, Flag.
And Wemby.
All right. Well, Wemby, you said go top to bottom?
Yeah.
Wemby's number 1. That's a no-brainer for me. Number 2 is tough, but I think I would take Cade. I mean, not Cade. I would take Ant over Cade. Mm-hmm. I think Ant has propelled himself into easily like the top 6, 7 in the league. You could argue that he's top 5. He's having the best season of his career. And he's a true 3-level scorer, and his efficiency is going up every single year he's been in the league. At 3, I'm going to take Cade. He's one of the best playmakers in the league. He can give you 25 to 27 a game. Currently leading the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. The Pistons look like they are a team under brand new management, brand new culture. And then 4 might be a shocker. I'm taking Cooper Flag. I think Cooper Flag impact as a rookie is already higher than maybe, I'm not going to say anything that Paolo's done, but I just think the way that Cade played, that Cooper Flag plays is just more impactful than what Paolo does. Like he's a more efficient player. He's a better defender. He's a better playmaker. And, he's got to work on his jumper, but he's a rookie. I think his trajectory is higher than what Paolo's was, even coming out of his rookie year. And he was a generational prospect. Like he's going to be one of the best players in the league in the future. And then Paolo, yikes. A guy that you've been high on for a long time. I even kind of jumped on the train, but I've pile drived off. I just think he's not, whatever it is, it's not, I don't know if it's injury or like he just can't put everything together in his game, but like he just looks like a guy that has size and has all the tools and just can't find a way to put it all together at once. He still can't shoot that well. He's just not an efficient player. He hasn't improved as a playmaker. He hasn't really improved as a rebounder. His scoring's gone down. And you can make the argument that he's not the best player on his team. Like, you can make the argument that Franz Wagner is the best player on that team. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's true or not, but I think they're pretty close in terms of where they rank in the NBA and their value to their team. And then last, Zachary Richache, he's fucking ass. I don't know what you want me to say. Like, they took him number 1. I don't know why they took him number 1. I know he was supposed to be like a top 5 pick, but yeah, like he hasn't done anything to make me think, oh, that's what they saw in him. He can shoot a little bit and defend sometimes, but like all I see in him, truthfully, and this is no disrespect, I think like his ceiling is like DeAndre Hunter. I don't really see like anything special about him. But he is 21 or 20, so I'm not gonna just rag on the kid. But yeah, he's just not good right now.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just recap that: 1 Wemby, 2 Ant, 3 Cade, 4 Flag, 5 Paolo, 6 Richache.
Okay.
Would you change anything?
If I'm taking them right now, I'm going. And this is not me saying based on their players now. Like I'm drafting based on ceiling, right? Like I'm taking one Wemby, two, and this might be a shocker. I'm taking Cooper Flag. I'm taking Cooper Flag because
that's insane.
I'm taking Cooper Flag.
That's insane.
Because
you told me today, like to take them today.
It is today. I'm looking at today Cooper Flag. I'm not
You're
saying
taking Cooper Flag over two All NBA players.
I'm not taking today Cooper Flag to win me a chip. I'm taking today Cooper Flag ceiling based. Like if I'm ranking how I would pick them number one overall, I would take Wemby first because obviously is the highest ceiling of any player ever, kind of, and then Cooper Flag ceiling wise, 6'9", 7 foot wingspan. These are the guys, like the wings like him are the guys that have historically dominated the league. Like Cooper Flag ceiling could be Braun, could be Kawhi, could like those are the guys.
Think it's Braun.
Those are the guys that I am trying to that have historically won me MVPs, won me championships. So that's why I would take Cooper Flag because at their ceiling, like ceiling Cooper Flag and ceiling Ant, I think Cooper Flag is a better player, which is fucking nuts to say. But and we don't know what ceiling Cooper Flag looks like. Granted, we also might not know
on TikTok so they can cook their ass like they cooking me right now because this is insane. This is nuts.
We also might not know what ceiling Ant or Cade looks like. But I think that ceiling Cooper Flag looks like might be the best player in the league.
I mean, I don't think, but I think like. I don't want to cut you off, but I think Ant and Cade are like in conversation, not best player in the league, but like they're both top 10 players in the league.
That's true. I think Cooper Flag could be top 1 player in the league, though.
You think Cooper Flag can be a better player than Wemby?
Okay, top 2 player. Because if that's the case, then no one is ever going to be the best player in the league. So, like, if we just assume that Wemby is always the best player in the league,
you think Cooper Flag is better than the guys coming in next year?
I mean, yeah, because I've seen Cooper Flag give me 40 in an NBA game. I haven't seen
that's true.
Debansa and them do nothing for me yet. So that's why I would take them. But like, granted, they should all be good. Like, I like Cam Boozer. I like AJ Debansa. I like Darren Peterson. Caleb Wilson is cool. You feel me? I think that they'll be cool. But like, I would take Cooper Flag second. Third, I would take Ant because I've seen him get me to 2 conference finals. You feel me? Like, there's not many people over the last 2 years that have said they beat Ant in a series. Very few people.
But you're arguing a 19-year-old ceiling over a man that's made it to 2 conference finals in the West.
Yeah, that's true. Hell of an accomplishment. I'm taking Ant 3, Cade 4, and then we have fucking Paolo and Ricochet. So I would take Paolo 4. Because he's just not an efficient basketball player. Like, he's just not. I would take Paolo 5 because he's just not an efficient basketball player. Like, his shot diet is horrible. He takes a bunch of middies and he can't really shoot middies well. He takes a decent amount of threes. He can't really shoot threes well. He's not a great finisher either. So, like, he's just not that great of an offensive player all around. And he's not that great of a defender either. So it's just tough to defend Paolo currently. And then 6, yes, I would take Zachary Ricochet. I don't think that's a hot take at all. Nobody is taking him over anyone that's gone.
I think your hot take was taken. I wouldn't have minded if you said Cooper Flag over Cade because I get that.
Oh shit! Like, I think Cade aren't that far off.
But I don't think like Cade coming in was also talked about the same way Cooper Flag was talked about. It's just that Cade, but Cade didn't play for Duke.
Yeah,
he played for Oklahoma State, bro. Yeah. Like, so it's a little. He didn't have like the whole persona behind him. He was just chilling, playing basketball. But like when he came in, he was getting like comps to some of the greatest, like Penny Hardaway comps, and people were talking about how he was similar to Luka and like all this crazy shit. And he honestly lived up to that in a way. Like, he's an all NBA level guard, all-star guard, and he's leading a poverty franchise to the playoffs for 2 straight years. And then you got Ant, who also, when the Timberwolves drafted him, they were ass.
Yeah.
Like, they had to move on from Andrew Wiggins, who was their number 1 pick. They had another number 1 pick in Cat, who they was like, he's just not the guy. He's good, but he ain't the guy. And then Ant was asked to come in as a rookie and just be the guy. And in his second year, they were in the playoffs.
But like, prime Ant is who? D Wade?
I don't even know it.
Like,
I don't know. We don't know. He's 23, 24.
Like, let's say prime Ant. Okay, Prime Ant might be better than D Wade, right? Like I'm trying to think of better guards because it's tough because it's like
I mean, a comp is not. I don't know if there is a comp to him.
there's
Right
not
now. Like,
really
his
a
play
camp
style is
there.
very unique.
Look, niggas say Jordan, it's not Jordan. So like, let's
It's
just
not
say,
Jordan,
yeah, like that's fine. Let's just assume that Prime Ant is, let's say it's D Wade, cool. Let's say Prime Cooper Flag is Kawhi. I would take Prime Kawhi,
That's similar,
player for player, over Prime D Wade. I would.
nigga. You are insane. You are insane.
I would. Player for player, I'm taking Prime Kawhi. What he could
They
give
did
me.
the same. They did the same thing in their prime.
Look at you now, he's getting riled. I got him.
Yeah, you're nuts.
Oh,
I don't think you truly believe that.
I think it's comparable. I think it's comparable. I just like wings better than I like guards. I think a good wing is better than a good guard.
That's fair. I think a generational wing is better than a generational guard for sure.
Yeah.
And more impactful. And there's not a lot of them. So I understand your logic. I'm just saying it's not. I think it's too soon to be saying that. Like,
if I post that, I'm gonna get cooked.
because you should. Because I think you remember how people talked about Paolo. 6'10", can handle the ball. Like he could be a 3-level scorer. What if Cooper Flag never develops a 3-point shot?
Well, I've seen Cooper Flag give me 40 and 39 and without a
3-point shot. No, that's cool. But then you go into your second year, they got tape on you. Now you gotta adjust. This ain't your rookie year. They got a whole year of film on you, brother.
Yeah, but hopefully in your second year, you'd be playing with a team that's better equipped to maximize your skill set and not with Daniel Gafford and PJ Washington and goddamn Najee Marshall.
Kyrie will be back and they'll have their whoever they pick in the draft.
Yeah, imagine they win the lottery again. That'd be dope.
Then we can have them conversations. Derek Gibson and Cooper Flag would be nuts.
Oh, that would be sick. But yeah, so I think that'll do it for this episode of the Run It Up podcast. I hope you guys enjoy a little NFL, a little NBA, a little gossip with current events and Jeff Teague. Subscribe to Run It Up podcast everywhere that podcasts are found. Find us on Twitter, Instagram at Run It Up Pod, TikTok. Everything is down in the description below. You can find me on Twitter at Najee_. Jalal on Instagram at J.Sandy_. I hope you guys have a litty day, a litty night, a litty life, and just like we do in every episode of this podcast, make sure y'all go run it up.